Over the years, our family's had its share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, May the 19th. You may have heard about an organization called Dreams to Reality. If not, we're going to let you hear about it today. I want to introduce you to MARIANNE Jones. Welcome, MARIANNE. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Dreams to Reality has been around for a little while now, right?
16 years.
Yeah, okay. Explain to people who may not be aware of what the organization is, what you do.
We are a nonprofit organization where we provide assistance to women who are in transition, who are wanting to interview for the job, but they can't afford to buy the clothes to go to the interview. So we provide them with the interview appropriate clothing so they can go get the job, and then they come back and then we outfit them for the work that they're going to be doing.
You know, and the thing is, if it were not for your organization, many of these women would not have been able to acquire the job that they had. Because when you go for an interview, you have to look the part. And
Yes.
you build that part for them with the clothing and giving them self-esteem that perhaps they may not have had.
That is true. A lot of them, the first time maybe they've had on professional clothes,
Yeah.
professional attire, you can see them. They're looking you in the eye. They shake your hand.
Standing up a little
they
bit
stand up
straighter.
straight.
Right,
Yeah, and they
right.
feel much better about themselves.
Do you find that most of the women do land the job that they go after with the help of Dreams to Reality?
That's our goal. We hope that they do. A lot of times we don't get the follow-up conversation with them to find out, but we know when they do, because they'll come back and then we'll provide them with clothes for the job.
So what are you asking of our listeners and viewers?
Well, what I'm asking of your listeners and viewers today is I want to first share some information. We've moved. We have a new location. We're on Jefferson Street, but we've moved to a bigger location that's 500 Jefferson.
In Jefferson City.
In Jefferson City, Missouri.
Right.
We've changed our hours a little bit so that we can better serve the community and better serve our clients. So we're open, as usual, the first Saturday of the month to accept donations, but we're open from 8 to 12. And during that time also, we have an excess of donations that we can't always use, or they're not really the things that our clients can use. So we now have those for sale at a very reasonable price, so that people can come in and purchase clothes, and then that helps support our mission, because then we can go and purchase the items that our clients need.
Okay.
Perfect example is steel-toed shoes. We have women that have taken jobs that they had to show up the next day with steel-toed shoes, and they didn't have any. So we keep an inventory of steel-toed shoes for our clients.
Okay. If people want more information, they want to help out, they want to make a donation, or they want to purchase items, what do they do?
They can contact us on Facebook.
Okay.
We have a Facebook page, Dreams to Reality, and we have a website. It's dreamstoreality-jc.org.
So it's www.dreamstoreality-jc.org, or you can just go to Facebook and they can contact you on Facebook. Making a donation of clothing or monetary donation too?
Always acceptable.
Or if you need some assistance with clothing, Dreams to Reality will help you.
Right, and if there's any referring agencies out here that we can offer assistance to, we wish that they would contact us as well.
MARIANNE, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Continued success with Dreams to Reality, and please come back again.
I will, thank you.
All right. Now we turn to an old friend of mine, Dr. C.B. Chastain.
Hi, Paul.
Veterinary, from the College of Veterinary Medicine, but you got a new name over there now, right?
Veterinary Health Center.
The Veterinary Health Center. When did this take place?
Just 2 weeks ago, I think.
Okay.
It's been
All right.
very recent.
So today, as we're in spring going into summer, CB wants to talk about ticks.
Yes.
Ticks.
You know, ticks don't like hard winters, and they don't like real dry weather.
Oh, they had a great winter, didn't they, this year?
What they like is hardwood forests, tall grass, tall weeds, rivers.
Yeah.
Missouri is tick heaven.
It is. And I think I must be part dog, because whenever I go out, I am just loaded with ticks. Why is it some people and some animals will attract ticks and others will not?
It probably has a lot to do about where you go, because they really do like taller grass and shrubs and weeds, because they can't jump or hop. How they get on people and on animals is by crawling out on the ends of leaves, and it's called questing. They've got 8 legs, and they use 3 of them to hold on to, and then the other 2 they're reaching out to try to grab hold of the body.
So when you're walking through, or your dog is walking through high weeds, the ticks are saying, "Oh, here comes a human.
That's right.
Let me quest here."
That's right. They can detect the carbon dioxide from their breath,
No.
and also tell when a shadow goes by, so they know to get ready so they can grab hold of
Really?
Yeah, grab hold
So
of the
they're
body.
pretty sophisticated little animals there.
Absolutely.
Or insects.
So, you know, one of the things that you can do to control ticks if you live in town is to keep your grass cut short and keep your dogs out of the shrubs, because they're
What about? I remember when I was a kid, we would rub sulfur all over our ankles and our legs and our arms. My dad, before we'd go in the wood to cut wood, we walk. It smelled like a sulfur
Ticks
mine.
hate sulfur.
So that really
you know
does
who
work.
else hates sulfur?
Who?
Everybody else.
Oh, I remember we used to have to douse ourselves in sulfur.
Oh, it's awful.
It is awful. But we were not allowed to go into the woods without sulfur,
There's
especially
better-
around our ankles. But that
Yeah.
keeps the ticks off?
It does, but there's better stuff. Now, it
Like what?
doesn't stink quite so bad. There's permethrin. In fact, they even...
Permethrin or pyrethrin?
Permethrin.
Permethrin.
It's a synthetic pyrethrin.
Okay.
And it lasts longer. It isn't broken down by ultraviolet light as bad. And with conservation officers, they can get clothing that has that impregnated in their
really?
clothing. And
Oh.
yes. And so,
All right, I need to look into that. What about the front line that you put on your dogs and cats? Does that really work well?
yeah, absolutely. It does, but the tick has to bite the dog. So it
Before it will fall
doesn't-
off.
Yes.
It'll kill the
doesn't-
tick.
It'll kill the tick, and it'll kill it soon enough that the tick's not likely to transmit any diseases.
So when you put the front line on the dog, is it going through the whole skin?
It covers the surface of the skin. It doesn't get that absorbed into the body that much. And that's
Okay.
one reason that a lot of people like that type of medication as opposed to giving them a pill where it circulates around their bloodstream.
Okay, all right. So Dr. C.B. Chastain, we're out of time for today, but they can go to the Veterinary Hospital website, the Veterinary Health Center website,
Right.
and get all the information you need there.
Right.
Always a pleasure to have you here,
Thanks, Paul.
CB. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Council for Drug-Free Youth, our topic. Have yourself a good morning. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.